The relationship between games and story has been as difficult to answer as a teenager's relationship status on Facebook. It's complicated. Depending on your source of information, you can read or hear ideas ranging from one spectrum to the other. For example, Adams states that interactivity is almost the opposite of narrative. Narrative flows under the direction of the author, while interactivity depends on the player for motive power. Kostikian states that there is a direct, immediate conflict between the demands of a story and the demands of a game. Divergence from a story's path is likely to make for a less satisfying story. Restricting a player's freedom of action is likely to make for a less satisfying game. Jules states that computer games are not narratives. Rather, the narratives tend to be isolated from or even work against the computer gameness of the game. Despite all these statements, this thought process seems extremely outdated, and I guess being statements from around the year 2000, this may be the reason why. Now, almost 20 years from all those statements, we've seen games develop at an unbelievable rate. We have amazing story-driven MMORPGs with immense narrative potential such as Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, and The Elder Scrolls Online. We even see a whole genre of games focused on delivering such captivating narratives that you choose them over movies or books. And don't forget, many of these games also allow you to navigate your own personal path to the ending. To those who aren't familiar with the game I've been playing for the past minute or so, it's a highly popular free-to-play game, a narrative-driven MMORPG, Guild Wars 2. So the question is, are video games an effective form of narrative? Wikipedia defines narrative as a report of connected events, real or imaginary, presented in a sequence of written or spoken words, or still or moving images, or a combination of both. If we're going off this, I guess Guild Wars 2 ticks all the boxes. We have connected events, presented in a sequence of written and spoken words, alongside both static and moving pictures, as we're seeing in this video right now. Let me tell you a little bit about Guild Wars 2 and its story. In Guild Wars 2 you start off by creating a character in the vast fantasy world of Tyria. The game itself follows the re-emergence of Destiny's Edge, a disbanded guild dedicated to fighting the Elder Dragons. As you progress through the game, you'll play through different chapters and learn more about the world and characters around you. From level 1 to 80, you play through the personal story, which relates to your chosen race, order, and many other decisions you can choose from. You then continue onwards and experience Scarlet's War, also known as Living World Season 1, and play through the many other expansions that exist in this game. In Living World Season 2, you play through the remote desert region of Drytop and experience the growth and rise of power of the Elder Dragon Modromoth. You then continue onwards to the first paid expansion, Heart of Thorns, where you continue into the jungle and fight against Modromoth himself. After completing Heart of Thorns, you lead into Season 3, where your character mourns the death of one of your dear friends, and you find out more Elder Dragons threaten the peace of the world. This leads into the Path of Fire expansion, where you fight against the human god of war, Balthazar, who aims to kill another Elder Dragon, Kralkatorrik, to end the world. And today, we're at Living World Season 4, where we have new chapters released once every 2 or 3 months. Now, we're grouping up with our new guild, Dragon's Watch, where we keep tabs on Kralkatorrik and Palawa Joko, one of the Lich Kings in this game. So yes, through the hundreds of hours I've been playing Guild Wars 2, I've experienced numerous plotlines on different characters and gone on to love this fantasy world, which I really didn't expect as someone that's used to playing League of Legends and Call of Duty. I guess if you're a little interested in this short spiel, maybe check out Guild Wars 2. It's a free game and allows you to play up until you become the commander of the pact. It also means you probably think this game has such an amazing story and narrative, because I haven't even mentioned its gameplay mechanics and scenery. It also has one of the friendliest communities in the world, which will always help you out. Plus, the player versus player scene and world versus world scene is really interesting and fun to play through. I guess this answers the question of whether video games can be an effective form of narrative. Here we have an example of a game that has interesting mechanics, high interactivity, but still delivers an amazing story, one that also has numerous books published. So with that question answered, this video is over. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.